Let's welcome contestant number 11.
Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Not that long ago, the wild wonders of the Florida Keys were something most visitors experienced almost by accident. Within the water there, you could see fish and coral of every color imaginable. Tourists enjoyed the beautiful scenery in the Keys, and their money contributed to the development of one of the world's fastest growing business, the tourist industry. But unfortunately, the business growth is not the only consequence of this development. In the Florida Keys, each day humans exert unimaginable pressure on the environment. Overfishing, sewage pouring, and other harmful behavior brought by the tourists have been killing the coral and fish there. Large quantities of tour boats cruise the water every day, and the highly toxic anti-fouling paint on their hulls slowly releases poison directly into the water, and the entire underwater ecosystem has been irreparably harmed. Scientists say that the Keys have lost almost half of their coral and fish over the past 6 years, and in the future, we may have to rely on our imaginations to view the beautiful coral reefs. Nature is the cradle of human beings, and it is also the base of the tourist industry. So, the development of the tourist industry and the conservation of nature has become an outstanding contradiction. With this as the background, a brand new way of tourism, ecotourism, came into being, in which the main motivation of the tourists is the observation and appreciation of nature, as well as traditional cultures prevailing in natural areas. Well, I still remember a very famous slogan for ecotourism: take only photos and leave only footprints. It has been proved very effective in urging people to pay enough attention to the environment. So more and more tourists in the Florida Keys are choosing to rent canoes or kayaks instead of sitting comfortably on those beautifully painted boats in order to prevent the chemical pollution to the water. With the popularity of ecotourism, it seems that we have found a very good solution to the problem, and my speech should come to an end. However, to think in a further step, you may feel something unsure about the slogan. To leave only footprints may sometimes cause damage too. Still in the Keys, there are so many visitors stepping and padding through the Keys that the coral reefs suffer a lot every day. What we leave for the Keys is not those footprints, but the great abrasion of the reefs. And similar situation also appears in Gran Sabana, Venezuela, where the footprints of four-wheel drive vehicles also cause much destruction to the vegetation. So, what can we do after all? Stay at home, never go out? Well, ecotourism doesn't necessarily mean to restrain ourselves and limit our vision. Advocates of real ecotourism suggest that we can follow others' footprints and stick to the existing roads, and always use our knowledge to help increase the awareness towards the conservation of natural and cultural assets, both among locals and tourists. And only with this awareness can we hold out our caring hands and think of every slight detail for our Mother Nature. And then, we can picture in front of our eyes a string of tiny islands strewn across an endless blue of water, green herons hopping among the coral reefs, and mysterious splashing sounds echo from deep within the watery forests. And in addition, this picture would remind us of those original memories and gradually lull us into a quiet and peaceful dream. Just like the American novelist Eudora Welty once said, "It was through travel that I found my own introspective way of becoming a part of it." Thank you very much.
Contestant number 11. So your topic is, why do you think Valentine's Day has become so popular in China? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I just feel that love is really a perpetual topic that we talk about it every year. Okay, I think the reason for the popularity of Valentine's Day in China is mainly twofold. First, I think the world is developing very fast, and our China is much more open than ever before. So there are a lot of foreign companies and tourists coming into China, and also they bring in their own custom and culture. And also, I think in this modern society, we can easily get onto the internet to know what is happening all over the world, what kind of, say, living behavior do Westerners have, and how they celebrate their own festivals. So these are all very new and very fresh for us, which we are more likely to imitate. So I think the popularity of Valentine's Day in China is just like the popularity of McDonald's and KFC in China, which we can see in every big cities. And secondly, I think the living conditions and the quality of the society has been greatly improved in China in recent years. So maybe people don't not only focus on the material life, but also much more on spiritual lives. So people are becoming more and more romantic. They want to take those new and interesting and exciting things which they haven't tried before. Just like a lot of foreigners are learning to use chopsticks. So I think, especially for those well-educated people like us, university students, we like to take this kind of thing. Because so I think most of us are know more knowledge about Western culture because we know English, and on each Valentine's Day you will see roses and roses and chocolates everywhere in the campus. It's very popular. So I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's well, I think it doesn't matter that two lovers in China have the Valentine's Day because they're loving each other, not their roses and chocolates. Thank you very much.